seven generations energy. It is an ecological concept that originated with the Great Law of the Iroquois. At Seven Generations, we are called to live, act, and work sustainably for the benefit of the seven generations into the future. We are also guided by our code of conduct. It leads us to differentiate our company through service to our seven stakeholders. Our seven stakeholders are the communities where we operate, our suppliers and service providers, our business partners and infrastructure customers, governments and regulators, our employees, our shareholders and the capital providers, and the environment. To thrive, companies must differentiate, rise above the pack, stand out as being among the best with all of their stakeholders. We acknowledge this granted entitlement and accept from our stakeholders a duty to thrive and an understanding of the need to differentiate. We see ourselves as being in the service business, serving the needs of our stakeholders. Please join us today for a tour of our Kakwa River project, where we are working to differentiate our company by our service to shareholders. Let's look at the life cycle of a well. Before work begins, stakeholders are consulted, surveys conducted, and regulatory permits acquired. The pad is cleared, about 300 meters by 300 meters, less than the size of a Canadian shopping mall. Up to 4 drilling rigs are assembled. Each rig drills several wells, walking the 10 meters between holes. Wells are drilled vertically, 3,000 meters deep and 3,000 meters horizontally, to tap the edges of the reservoir under the pad. High-tech drill bits and directional instruments guide the well precisely along a set path to reach the entire reservoir and maximize recovery. Wells are drilled in pods of 9, up to 36 wells on a superpad. The Kakwa River project is on provincial land that is shared with several other land users, forestry, recreation, and wildlife. From high overhead, the pad footprint is small. High-tech drilling and completions reach deep and far under the pad, minimizing surface impacts. After drilling is done, a completions crew moves in to hydraulically fracture the tight siltstone, pumping water and sand to open pathways that unlock the liquids-rich natural gas. We see a lot on the surface, but there's plenty happening underground. Long-reach horizontal wells tap the reservoir under 4 square miles of land, which means that the superpad disturbs less than 1% of the surface. Now imagine you're at the bottom of the reservoir, 3 kilometers deep. Look up. The surface is the distance of 5 CN towers stacked on top of each other. The wells are deep. Inside the formation, wells are drilled horizontally, in this case from right to left. The vertical section on your right turns a 90-degree corner and passes horizontally through the Montney Formation. It's 3 kilometers from the heel to toe. Once the well is drilled and fitted with a completions liner, hydraulic fracturing starts at the toe of the well to your left. High-pressure water is pumped into the rock through small holes in the liner. Sand is pumped in to keep the fractures open. Pathways for the liquids-rich natural gas are built, and the reserves flow up the wellbore. Wells are fractured in several stages over several days in sequence, liberating the hydrocarbons. Looking at the end of the reservoir, we see wells precisely drilled about 250 meters apart. Strategically mapped from surface, they cover the upper, middle, and lower sections of the formation. Fractures interconnect to harvest the optimal amount of resource. Now, back on the surface, the production facilities are installed. Each superpad is a natural gas processing plant, separating the natural gas from the condensate and the natural gas liquids. Distinct production streams are sent for additional processing before delivery by pipe to people's furnaces and industrial buyers. With time, part of the superpad is no longer needed. The first phases of remediation begin. After years of productive life, facilities are removed. The land is remediated and returned to forest. The life cycle of the well is complete. Canada's oil sands, a truly incredible resource. Located in northern Alberta, the oil sands will provide the world's demanding energy market with as much as 165 billion barrels of safe, secure energy. At the heart of the oil sands is Devon's Jackfish Complex. a thermal heavy oil operation that uses steam-assisted gravity drainage, or SAGD technology, a leading in-situ oil recovery technology in the Athabasca oil sands today. With a resource potential of 25 years or more, each Jackfish project is designed to produce 35,000 barrels of oil a day. Innovative in its simplicity, SAGD uses pairs of horizontal wells drilled one above the other about 5 meters apart, a steam injection well and a production well. Steam is injected into the oil sands formation through the top well, and heat mobilizes the bitumen, allowing it to flow to the production well located beneath the steam injection well. The bitumen, along with condensed water from the steam, then flows to the surface. The bitumen is sent to a central process facility by an above-ground pipeline where water, gas, and impurities are removed before the product is shipped to market. Over 90% of the waters produced with bitumen are recycled and reused in the steaming operations. The Jackfish projects only use saline water from deep underground formations to supplement all steaming operations. No fresh water is used in steaming operations at any of the Jackfish facilities. Devon has worked to reduce the footprint of the Jackfish project through optimization of surface lease space. Techniques like pad drilling and low-impact pipelining minimize the footprint on the land. Devon's Jackfish projects are a testament to the company's dedication to innovation and success. Devon continually seeks to minimize its footprint and adopt technically sound and economically feasible ways to improve environmental performance. Using new ways, cleaner ways of bringing energy to the world. Devon, where commitment runs deep. We're going to pause now to let you take a few minutes to look around. We've arrived in the control room, the brain of any SAGD operation. Jason will conduct this segment of the tour.
Hi, my name's Jason Laporte, production foreman at Devon's Jackfish facility. We're in the control room, the facility that monitors and controls all parts of the SAGD operation. Attention to detail is critical in the control room to ensure safety and efficiency in helping to identify and prevent potential problems. On the main panel, we're monitoring and controlling oil and water separation, water treatment plant, and steam production. On the field panel, we are monitoring and controlling the activity at our well pads in the field. Please take a few minutes to look around.
This facility is far from the nearest town, meaning that at the end of their shift, employees can't travel home. For the last stop on our tour, we're going to see Jackfish Lodge, where the employees live while they're working. Shifts at Jackfish can vary depending on the job, with some employees working 7 days on and 7 days off. Jackfish Lodge is their home away from home. We're at the 62,000 square foot Jackfish Lodge, which can accommodate up to 880 people. To attract the best people, these facilities have to be comfortable. Workers have access to an on-site gym with 2 squash courts, a hockey rink, an archery range, and a baseball diamond. There's also a theater with tiered seating and access to food 24/7. Let's go to the gym to meet Mike, one of Devon's employees living here at Jackfish Lodge. Mike will tell us what he likes to do when he's not working.
Hi, my name is Mike Hogg. I'm a production foreman at Jackfish, and right now we're here at the Jackfish Lodge in the gym facility. This is where I'll spend most of my downtime when I'm away from work, and if I'm not in here, I'm usually enjoying some of the other features that we offer here at the lodge, whether it be the gymnasium, squash courts, movie theater, poker tournaments, arcade. We have great food here and state-of-the-art living quarters. While you're here, feel free to look around.
I hope you've enjoyed this virtual tour. SAGD plays an important role in Canada's energy sector, Canadian oil producers and technology developers will continue to innovate on in-situ oil production to improve the competitiveness and reduce the environmental impact of energy production.